It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Philadelphia. It's the 49ers and the Eagles, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. We got a classic showdown between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity. This is the one that's the real challenge.
Chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57. We are underway now in the NFC Championship. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up second down. But, Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the players and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Hurts. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
After the sack on first down, Hurts, he'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. Now, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Going for it with Sanders. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Alert! Alert! Track!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Take a 3-0 lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Johnson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down at 7. Looking to throw. Johnson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Johnson connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and yard. Looking to throw. Johnson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Johnson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another 1st down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's doing it right now.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Johnson. The quick slant caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
McCaffrey will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Johnson. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gold. 7-3 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go,
there he goes left side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he's got room. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Johnson, looking to throw on 2nd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the line way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Johnson to throw on 3rd down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he needed to get to the midfield straight, but he can't do it. He's about very short. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep is Boston Scott. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hurts. Open man, it's Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And they'll get him down after a pickup.
Looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield, you want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Snell. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are once again back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Hey, check that.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Now Johnson to throw on second down. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Johnson's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Johnson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that clock's going to be on the ground.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Johnson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Johnson. And this one's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him. Completion his way. He had a lot more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Touchdown! George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Gold to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too. And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Pick it up.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after.
In a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Johnson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here we go.
Johnson now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
It's showtime, baby. Ready, set.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, or you flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And out across midfield down to the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The Sanders has got it complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Being chased out left.
And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think
and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Samson Abuka coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away.
Here's McLeod on the return.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Johnson winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I don't think they don't particularly stress when they throw the deep ball. You're just counting on your receiver to find it just before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, 49ers. Let's go. Let's go right here. Whatever it takes, I'll get it. Let's go now. Come 19.
The final shot before break. Johnson, and he's going to go down. Trying to get a throw off for the pressure. Maybe it was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And you'll see they've continued to run the ball well. It's been a staple of theirs all year as they look to move forward in these playoffs. Our two squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon.
Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And I think here with the lead, CD.
The Super Bowl, and this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Here's Johnson to throw on second down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Drop on quick.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Johnson looking to throw on second down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
Here's McCaffrey, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
This is McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Johnson connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball it to 26, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Johnson connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down at the 12 or 22. Now Johnson on 3rd and 2. Hard throw, incomplete.
This is surprisingly fast though. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the lead now 11, 24-13. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. But first down, Hurts. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Watkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. From the 24, Hurts. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Johnson over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Johnson. Touchdown. George Kittle from 4 yards out. And the 49ers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia.
McLeod to return it.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Johnson taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Johnson connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
133 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Hey, check that.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Okay, break.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Johnson connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagle 16. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Looking to throw. Johnson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Azeez Al-Shaair
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
And right now, that crowd, silent. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Johnson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw. Johnson, the quick slant caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this fourth quarter.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Here's Hurts to throw.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, there's something special about those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. And you've got a chance to take one away. You want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Johnson now to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
And
once again, he will not go anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw. Johnson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered. They made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Alert! Alert!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Johnson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Johnson on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they could probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
19 seconds. Go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Johnson on 3rd and 2. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And the 49ers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the ground, McCaffrey. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as he's in trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.